Alright guys, this is Junkie and I'm back. This is part 2 of my Tampa Bay Comic-Con haul / experience video. First off, let me show this book. I know he didn't draw it, but I bought it from him and he signed it right there. I don't know if you can see it. But author SUYDAM signed this book. He had him on his table. You know, he signed it for me for free. So that was nice because I bought, a few prints from him. So, but yeah, pretty cool. Got that signed. I know he has nothing to do with the cover. It's just the fact that it was Walking Dead. It was on his table, and he signed it for free, and I paid $1 for the book. So, can't beat that. Author SUYDAM. First of all, my experience for Tampa Bay Comic-Con. This year, I felt that it wasn't as good as last year. Let me explain. I was kind of upset that they didn't have one Walking Dead guest at all. Not even one. Not even like a low level, like, I would have been happy with like somebody that played a zombie in the show. They didn't have anybody. The big stars were Linda Hamilton, Matt Ryan from Constantine, and Linda Hamilton, or I mean Carrie Fisher and Linda Hamilton from Terminator movies. From what I understand, Carrie Fisher was there Saturday, Sunday. She sold out within like the first hour and a half, 2 hours. So that was a done deal. So if you wanted to go see her and you went later in the day, you totally missed out. Saturday, me and my wife went Friday. It was busy, but it wasn't that bad. But there was a lot more people than I was expecting because I thought Friday I could go, and that would be the day that I would just buy books. So my experience with the vendors. Some of them were just plain rude. I'd walk up and be like, hey, how you doing? They wouldn't even acknowledge that I was even there. They just kept looking out. I'm like, all right, thanks for passing up on some money. So I totally just walked off. I told my wife, I said, I'm not going to shop with somebody that's going to be a complete dick right out of the gate. So, and I mean, it was Friday. We were literally in line at 10. They opened at noon. We walked once around the venue just to get a feel for what was going on. And then I started hitting the boxes hard. I probably got 50 books. I was planning on getting a lot more than that. I told my wife we need to park in the parking garage. That way we can just make runs to the car. Because I thought I was going to blow, I took out $1,500 cash. And I thought we were just going to blow through money. I was going to hit dollar bins, 50-cent bins, blah, blah, blah. But the dollar bins they did have, it was just nothing that I was looking for. It was basically just a lot of filler stuff. And you guys know how, if you've been to a con, you think in your mind how it's going to be, and it actually ends up being something completely different. So I had my list, but I didn't even pull a list out, not even one time. Because in your mind, you just start looking. You don't want to pull out your list, and for me, I didn't want to. So the list went out the window. I ended up getting between 50, 60 books, somewhere in there. Nothing big. I was looking at an Amazing Spider-Man 300. The guy wanted 165, but it was dinged up really bad on the side. So I offered him 140, and I was willing to pay 140 for it because you know me, I'm not real big on condition, but I wasn't going to pay, almost $200 for that book. So he said no, 160 firm. I'm like, all right, maybe I'll come back, and I just walked off. And after that, I'm just seeing the price of books. Some of the books were marked up like triple. Some were marked up double. And I was telling my wife, I said, these books are just, they're crazy. Just a book that I could get on eBay for $10, they were wanting $30, $35 for it. And I'm like, why am I going to spend triple just to have it now? And just to spend money just because I have money to spend when I can get a much better deal on eBay. So, me being a huge eBay guy, it was fun. I had fun. And I know it was Friday, so everything's marked up. Today would probably be the day to shop. But from what I understand, Saturday, it was shoulder to shoulder. So many people you couldn't even move. I've watched a couple videos on YouTube that people made, and they just said it wasn't fun because it's just too crowded. I watched even one video. If you look down in the feed of my YouTube channel, you'll see all the Tampa Bay Comic-Con videos I watched. One of them said that they felt that the venue was too small for Saturday's crowd. And it's Florida. It's the middle of summer, so every single day it rains. I mean, it pours, it rains, it thunderstorms every day. So people, when they're in that kind of an environment, they don't want to leave because it's raining. So they all stay in, or they all come there just to hang out. And for me, I'm not a real big crowd person, so being shoulder to shoulder and trying to shop for books, when I couldn't really find any good deals on Friday, I didn't want to waste my time going Sunday, fighting traffic, fighting weather, not being comfortable and being crowded. To me, it wasn't fun. I think so. From now on, I think we're just going to go one day. Usually, we'll probably just go on Friday, unless there's a big star that I want to get an autograph from that happens to go on Saturday or Sunday, but there was nobody really there. No Walking Dead cast at all. Anyways, enough of that. That was my experience. Overall, it was pretty good. I enjoyed it. I've only bought 4 prints because I'm running out of room on my walls, and I like to showcase my prints that I get. And I don't want to buy prints just to have them sit in the closet. So, maybe next year I'll make some room. But I got 4 prints. First up, I got this really cool print of Cobra Commander. I'll get up close so you guys can see. The guy only made 10 of this print. He had three different prints up, and each one had a limited number of 10. And I got number 5 of 10, and that was on Friday, and I probably hit his booth probably about 2. So, I passed this print 3 or 4 times, and I told my wife, I said, that print is phenomenal, because I'm a big G.I. Joe fan from when I was a kid, had all the action figures, and I mean, just the detail on that is awesome. I totally forget the guy's name. I had his card, but I don't know. But anyways, here's one of the prints I got, limited 5 of 10. Really nice guy. He sat there, we talked, and I told my experience about when I moved out on my own. I had to pick between action figures and comics, and I picked comics, and he's like, I did the same thing, but he picked action figures. So a lot of his art was based on like action figures, like G.I. Joe, Star Wars stuff, He-Man, stuff like that, Thundercats. But I really like this one, really cool print. And then the one guy that I was really excited about. Now there was in my opinion, two big artists there, Author SUYDAM and Neil Adams. I'll get into that in a minute, but we went to my experience with Author SUYDAM. I know there was a group of YouTubers that went to a con and saw him, and they had a bad experience, so they said they kind of ruined it for him. I don't know. For me, the guy was like phenomenally nice, super nice. Was he expensive? I mean, I think that was probably part of their big deal, is that he was charging for autographs or whatever. Or, I'm not sure on the whole experience what they had, but but I mean, you got to figure these guys are going to charge money. It's what they do for a living. I mean, you don't expect to go to somebody's business and expect them to give you free product. You're going to have to pay for it. I mean, if you don't want to pay for it, then if you got to buy a print for $20. And he'll sign 3 or 4 books, then buy the print. If that's what you want, buy the print. It's really quite simple. So, he had prints for $20, buy 3, get the 4th free. So I bought three prints, and I got the book signed. Here's one of the prints I got. It's Venom, Spider-Man, Marvel Zombies. He had probably 8 tables worth of stuff, of prints out. So I just picked the ones I like the most. I really like that cover. Next up, I got this Batman zombie print. I really like that, and he signed them all. They're down on the bottom in gold. He signed them all. Super nice. I mean, this is a really nice guy. He sat there and talked to me for like 10 minutes. He's like, yeah, you should come back, bring some books, I'll sign them, blah, blah, blah. And then here's the 3rd print. He signed it right there. It's Wolverine zombie with the classic Hulk 340 cover. And it's got Hulk with eyeballs in his mouth. It's really cool. So the 4th one was free. So I told my wife, he was being really nice to my wife, and, they were talking, and she was taking pictures of me, getting autographs from him and everything. So I said, you know what, Jessica, pick out a print you like. and she's really gotten into Marvel or Walking Dead, and Daryl is one of her favorite characters, and he had this print, so I got this for her. I ran out of hard plastic. I got to go get some more. But there's Daryl, and he signed it right there. But yeah, guys, that was my experience at Tampa Comic Con. Here, let me show you here's the program guide. It's pretty cool. It's got whose side, or who will protect us, Brains or Brawn, and it's Captain America and Iron Man for Civil War. In the back is what's his face? But I got multiple copies. You know me, the junkie. So, anyways, that was my experience at Tampa Comic Con. It was good overall. Just, I wish it could have been a little different. Oh, and let me show you the movie poster. And there is the poster for Tampa Comic Con. There's last year's, the Wolverine. So I hang them up on my door here. But anyways, guys, it's a junkie. That's my Tampa Comic Con experience. Overall, pretty good. Not a lot of good deals that I could find. Anyways, it's junkie. I'm out. Remember to like, thumbs up or thumbs down because I don't care. And I am out.